right? Which one should you choose if you're considering your first tattoo or in general, right? So, as time goes by, I am becoming a bigger fan of black and gray. I love how it ages. I think black and gray tends to hold better depending on the lifestyle you have, right? If you I love spending time outdoors and not really caring too much about my tattoos, even though what I'm saying is very taboo within the industry. I don't tend to baby my tattoos. I don't like to baby, you know, my tattoos in general, right? So I assume most of my clients probably think the same, right? So with that being said, I think that at the end of the day, going with a simple style, right? In this case, black and gray, um, it ages well. You don't need to baby it as much, and is not affected by the sun as much as color does. So now the pros of color, I think, if executed properly, I think colored tattoos look great. At the same time, unfortunately, colored tattoos is one of those things that I am understanding that with my experience, you got to understand how to do color and color composition and what colors look good together, right? Like one of the things that I was not a huge fan of in my earlier stage, it's that I was mixing too many complementary colors, which it just looks like a Christmas tree. To be honest with you, I think I was very, I did a couple green and red tattoos, and at the end of the day, people start looking a little ornate. I wasn't a huge fan of that. It always felt like something was off, but until now is, finally I realized never mix those colors and stay away from certain complementary tones just because it's a little too distracting. Another component to consider is the fact that most colors age differently, right? Yellows and oranges tend to fade away fairly quick. So one of the other components I wonder is how are those colors that we're mixing aging, and are those undertones going to be fading faster, right? So there's too many technical parts that I think come into play on why I try to stay away from color nowadays. What I can say is that I am a huge fan of having black and gray with accents of monochromatic colors, which means is just staying within the same spectrum of tones, right? Either we stay cool tones or warm tones, but just stick with one as an accent. And I think those tend to heal and age really well. At least you know if something does fade, you know exactly the colors that faded, and you know exactly how to replace them. And you don't have to struggle figuring out, yeah, what you mix, what kind of yellow did you mix with the skin tone. Yeah, everything, it's a testing, and yeah, no, that's just kind of my opinion on this topic. If you have any questions, please feel free, drop them in the comments. I definitely need some inspiration on questions you guys have and how, yeah, I want to start engaging more on social media, stop being so shy about this, and let's get something going. Thanks.